Hi, this is Elektra, artist visa lawyer located in New York City, the heart of the arts world. So I'm back today to talk to you about something that is called the asylum fee. So the asylum fee is not necessarily a big deal in and of itself. It's basically an increase in or the creation of an additional fee to support and sustain the asylum office and the asylum petitions that are being filed. What is really concerning about this major change is the fact that there have been a lot of cases being rejected, not because of the lack of this fee, but because of how the form is being answered. So, with the change in asylum fee, also came the change with the immigration form. So, the form I-129 has been changed in the sense that there are additional questions being asked to further characterize the petitioner to determine which fee the petitioner is going to pay. So the fee increase is not just a standard fee for everybody. Now we are seeing a differentiation in the petitioner. So if you are a petitioner with 25 full-time employees or their equivalent and more, you're going to pay a higher fee. And that fee is something around $600. If you are a petitioner with 25 employees or less, then or its equivalent, then you will be paying the lesser fee, which is $300. Now, you might say, well, that's a no-brainer. That's, if I'm working for a small company, then most likely my small company that's petitioning for me is going to pay $300. Now, this is true generally for other types of visas. Now, in the O-1 world, it is not only companies or organizations or LLCs that can petition for the foreign national, the international talent, it is also individuals. Now, it seems quite obvious that an individual doesn't have employees, but the way the questions are worded are very, very tricky. So, even if you're answering the question truthfully and accurately, stating that it's an individual petitioner, agent petitioner that is filing for you, you might get your case rejected or your case RFE'd because they want proof of such. Right? It's not happening to all cases being filed, but it's something to consider for lots of cases being filed. I'm in contact with attorneys every single day, all across the country about these issues. And this is something that is currently happening. So I think that moving forward, one of the things to do to ensure that you don't receive an RFE or you don't receive a rejection is to include proof or evidence that, for example, your individual agent petitioner does not have 25 employees or more. Or individual proof that it doesn't have any employees at all, just because a lot of O-1 cases are being filed by individual agent petitions. And the reason for this is because the bar is not very high, right? You don't necessarily need somebody who's a manager, a talent manager, or a talent agent to file your petition to serve as the agent. The agent requirements are just that the individual is a US citizen or a green card holder or it's a company. But since we're not talking about companies today, we're just talking about employers, it's basically just two individuals, right? Either the green card holder or the US citizen. That is the requirement. There's no requirement for the individual to work within your field. There's no requirement for the individual to give me his or her tax returns. The requirements are that he or she is a US citizen or a green card holder, that he or she signs the immigration forms, that he or she signs the agent agreement, that he or she is US based and thus has a US address to receive your mail from USCIS. And if you stop working, then they have to pay for your plane ticket back home, right? So the asylum fee has introduced an additional fee for your O-1 petition. This additional fee is determined by the size of the petitioner. If it's a petitioning organization, a company, you would look to see if there are 25 employees or more, then you would be subject to the higher end fee. If it is an individual agent, you still need to prove that it's 25 employees or its equivalent or less, and you would be subject to the smaller fee, which is $300. Now, due to the rejections of cases, it is important to include proof of what the individual that the individual agent does not have any employees and is just a singular employee, or at least has less than 25 employees. I hope that that's helpful when you're navigating your O-1 journey. I hope that this gives you a little bit more insight in this new change for I-129 petitions, and particularly for O-1s, where there's more times than not an individual agent that is petitioning rather than an organization. So include proof that it's an individual. Even though it might seem obvious to you, it is not so obvious to the officer. That way you can save yourself the trouble of getting the case rejected. Hopefully this was helpful, and I will see you again tomorrow with more information about O-1 visas to assist you on your O-1 journey. As always, comment down below. Let me know what you want me to talk about. I love O-1. I love representing international artists. And I'm happy to talk about any other topic, including how to improve your professional profile for both the O-1, the EB-1A, and the EB-2 NIW. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.